Hello friend, welcome you all. Today I am going to show you how you can add the references in your Zotero library. There are multiple ways to add the references in the Zotero library. So today I am going to discuss most of them. So first I am going to show you how you can add the references manually in this library. For this, select the collection in the collection pane in which you want to add the references. So I'm selecting the research paper here, and if you click here on the file, you can see the new item. You can add according to your type of article you want to add the reference for that, and this option you can get from here plus button. You can see this is also for the new item. You click here on this small arrow, you can see the type of article, and if you click here on more, you can see the more option. So I'm going to click here on the journal article. It creates the blank file and having the different option for journal article, and you can also change this on the item type menu according to your type of article. You can just fill these information that you have for your article. This will create the reference library. So I'm going to fill the information. So you can see here I have added the information that is available for this article, and this create the reference in the library. So in this way you can add the references manually in Zotero library. And the next method to add the references from the PDF file that you have already downloaded. There are two methods to add the references from the PDF. I'm going to show you both way. So you can select the PDF that you have downloaded and just drag in the Zotero library. You can see PDF is added, and it automatically retrieve the metadata information and create the reference in your Zotero library. You can see here I have added this PDF, and this automatically generated the reference for this library. The information you can see here for this article. Sometimes if it is not retrieving the data from the metadata, so I recommend you please connect your system with active internet connection, otherwise you will not be able to retrieve the metadata information and this will not create the difference. I am going to show you. I am just disconnecting with the internet. Now I am going to drag and drop other PDF file here. Now you can see PDF is not showing any other information, or the Zotero library is not retrieving the metadata. So for this, just go to the internet connection, connect your system with internet, and even after internet, if you are not able to see the information of reference, right click on that PDF and click here on the retrieve metadata from PDF. Now you can see this will automatically retrieve the information and create the reference in your library. Reference is added in the library, and here are the small button. If you click here, disclose the file, and you can see PDF is linked with these references. And I recommend you, after adding the references, select the PDF file and delete from Zotero library, and this will reduce your size and will allow you to store these references. Here I want to show you my Zotero web library. If you visit the zotero.org and log in, I have already created account, so I'm going to log in, and you can see my web library. I have added the references, and this automatically sync with the web library. But for this you have to link your Zotero desktop software with the account. For this, click here on the edit preferences. In the sync option, you have to link your account. So I have already linked, so it is showing unlink account, but in your case you have to link your account here with your user ID and password. Your references will be stored in web library as well, and if you uninstall Zotero in your system and install in any other system or in the same system, you can retrieve all your references. But here if you visit the web library and click here on the upgrade storage, you can see 300 MB is free. So if you store the PDF, this will fill very fast. So try to not store the PDF if you want to store your references in the web library. And you can also add multiple references by selecting multiple PDF file and just drag and drop in the Zotero software. You can see here all PDF is added and metadata is retrieved and it automatically converted in the references. So in this way you can add the references from the PDF. And here you can see the information is not showing in my right panel. So this is the, here you can see the small arrow button. If you click here you can see the information. So maybe in your case, if you somehow lost your information panel here, like if you just select you can see, and now if you click here on the small button you can see the information panel. This is the first method to add the references from the PDF file, and the second method to add the references from the PDF file is click here on the plus button and select option store copy of file, and you can select one or more than one PDF file together and click here on the open button. Now you can see all PDF importing in the Zotero library. Now metadata information is retrieved by the software and all the PDF is converting in the reference. Now all PDF is added and metadata is retrieved and converted in the reference. So you can see it is very easy to add the references from the PDF file in the Zotero library using both method by drag and drop and using the stored file option from this plus button option. And next method, adding the references, I'm going to show you using the unique identifier. If you click here you can see enter ISBN DOI, like these are unique identifier. So how you can add references using these identifier? For this you can see here I have a book open in the PubMed. You can see the ISBN number here. Just copy the ISBN number for this book and I'm selecting the book collection, but you can add in any collection, it's not a problem. And click here on the collection and click here and paste the ISBN number. Click enter button. Now you can see reference is added for this book in your library. Like ISBN, you can also add references using the PMID unique identifier. Copy this, click here, paste, enter. You can see reference is added. Like PMID, you can also add using the DOID. You can see the DOID of this article and just copy the DOID. Again, paste here, enter. You can see reference is added. So it is very easy to add the reference using the unique identifier. Now I'm going to show you the next method to add the reference using Zotero Connector. So I have already discussed about Zotero Connector installation in my previous tutorial. So I'm going to show you how you can use this to add the references in your library. For this, here you can see I have search article in the PubMed and you can see the number of article 20, but you can change the number of article. Search in one window from the display option here in the PubMed, and you can reduce the number or increase the number of article per search. So at the right side you can see here in the Chrome add-in Zotero connector, and if you click here you can see pop-up window is open and it automatically select all the article that is present in this web page. You can see all 10 article is selected and you can select or deselect from here all the article, but if you want to add like a few article you can just click on the box, but I want to add all the references and I'm going to select all, click here on the OK. At the right side, you can see it is showing the option to select the collection, in which collection you want to import these references in your library. So I'm going to select this book and click here and done. And if you go to the Zotero desktop software, you can see all the references is added in the book collection. So it is very easy to add the references in the library using Zotero connector. Not only on PubMed, you can add the references from any web page using Zotero connector. Like this is the frontier page, and if you click here on the Zotero connector, you can see the reference is selected, the regulation of CD4 positive T cell response, and select the collection and click here on the done. And if you see here, this reference is added in your collection. So in this way, you can use the Zotero connector and add your references very easily in the Zotero library. And next, I'm going to show you how you can add the references using Google Scholar add-in, Chrome add-in, and Google Scholar website. So for this, first here you can see I have searched the references in the Google Scholar, and you can see the but I'm going to change the page because I have already added all those references. So you can use this website to directly import the references in your Zotero library. Here you can see the article and site, and if you click here site at the bottom, if you click here on the RefMan, here you can see if you already install the Zotero connector, this is a pop-up. Import item from Google Scholar content.com into Zotero. If you click here, okay, this will directly import this reference in your, you can see here in the Zotero library, you can see the references. But I'm going to show you other way, like if you click here on the site and click here on the RefMan. And if you do not want to use the Zotero connector, maybe if you are not installed in your system, click here on the cancel. This will download the .ris file for this article in your system. And if you go to the Zotero desktop, select the collection and click here on the file, import. You can see the option BibTeX RIS Zotero and click here on the next and select the file that you have downloaded and click on that file. Copy file to the Zotero storage folder. Click OK. Now you can see the same reference is added using the .ris file. So Zotero is also compatible for .ris file. You can import .ris format of the reference to make the reference library in the Zotero. And the other thing I want to show you how you can use the Google Scholar for adding the reference. If you click here site, and at the bottom you can see BibTeX. If you click here, you can see the information is open in new window and select all the content, copy and open the Zotero desktop software and select the collection and click here on the file, import from clipboard. Select this option. You can see the reference is added in the library. So you can also use this, like you can copy the BibTeX file and just go to the Zotero software and file, import from clipboard. Reference will be added in your library. And now I'm going to show you how you can use the Google Scholar Chrome add-in button or Google Scholar add-in to import the reference in the Zotero. So for this, search your references in PubMed or any other web page and click here on the Google Scholar Chrome add-in, you can see the references on this page and click here on the side, and the same this will work as we have seen in my Google Scholar web page reference import. So I'm not going to show you again. Now I'm going to show you that how you can directly import the references from the journal website. So for this, you can see here I'm showing the article, the frontiers in immunology, and if you scroll down here, here is the option export citation. If you click here, there is here is option for different type of the reference manager. Like you can see BibTeX, simple text file, EndNote, reference manager, and if you click here on the RefMan, like you can download the .ris file and you can import this .ris file to make the reference in your Zotero desktop software. Like Frontiers Immunology, you can also download the Journal of Immunology references. For this article, you can see here, if you click here on the site and view this citation, you can see there is option you can download according to your reference manager. Like there are many options. So here you can see the RIS Zotero. If you click here, because of the connector, you are able to see directly you can import using Zotero connector, or if you just click here cancel, you can also download the .ris file and you can import this to make the reference file in your Zotero desktop software. So every journal have the option to export the citation. You can visit and look for the export citation in the tool option or site option. So definitely they have the export option for the citation. And the other very important thing I want to show you, if any of your friend colleague have the Zotero software or using the Zotero reference manager and have their references, and you can export your references very easily and import in other Zotero desktop library. So here if I select all the references in the research paper and right click, you can see here export item and you can see the .ris format, and you can also change the format here according to your requirement, but I am selecting the RIS format. Click here on the export file. Okay, and you can save according to your location. I'm going to save this here. Here you can see I have the exported folder in the paper. So if you open this, you can see the file and exported item.ris. And if you want to import in this or any other Zotero library, so I'm going to select the review collection, click here file, import. I'm selecting the BibTeX RIS format. Next, this exported file, here you can see 24 items were imported. So this is very easy to export and import in new library in the Zotero desktop software. And if you visit the my web library, you can see all the references sync with my web library. So you can see it is very easy to add the references in the Zotero library using the multiple way. And I hope this may help you. And if you like the video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.